Now I'm going to give you some final tips. First thing is never plagiarize a particular research article. Now, why I'm telling you this, why I'm emphasizing on this, because as a reviewer for a lot of good journals, especially in the area of finance and banking, I would like to tell you that the very first stage, I don't know whether, I'm sure that you might not be aware of, the very first stage that takes place, or the very first step that takes place the moment you send a research article to a journal is plagiarism testing. They go for a plagiarism tester. Do not use free softwares available on Google. They are certainly plagiarized. They are not considered good. Always use a paid software like Grammarly, Grammarly or Turnitin, and then have a plagiarism report with you so that you can justify the same. Because the moment you send it to a good journal, if they pass it through plagiarism, and the plagiarism is usually considered, should be keeping it to be less than 10%. If it is more than 10%, the reviewer or the editor is not going to have a look on your paper. They're certainly going to have a kind of a rejection known as desk rejection. So on the very onset of your desk, your paper gets rejected. So never plagiarize your paper. Second part is, even if you're writing a paper, always give proper referencing so that even if the person wants to cross check, it would be considered as an unintentional error and not intentional error. Okay, so unintentional error can be forgiven. So let's say if you have given the referencing, but some portion is coming out to be plagiarized, that can be taken care of during the revision of your paper. But if the referencing is also missing and then the particular paragraph or the particular lines are plagiarized, that is a serious misconduct. Okay, so never plagiarize a research article. Now, I have a small example here just to help you understand that how can you avoid plagiarism. So let's say that this is a quote from a research which was given, that is Japan's beautiful Mount Fuji last erupted in the year 1707 and is now classified as dormant. So it's not active now. Dormant volcanoes show signs of activity, but they may erupt in the future. Now, if you're going to use it as it is, all of these words, 20, 30 words are going to be plagiarized. In order to avoid plagiarism, because that is again a different kind of a challenge for which there are several workshops that are being conducted, how to reduce plagiarism in a document or a research article. So you can use a paraphrasing. So paraphrasing is like using synonyms, antonyms, and other similar words, similar kinds of keywords, where you all together change the the sequence of words, but the meaning of the paragraph remains same. So the example that I've taken here is Mount Fuji, the highest mountain in Japan, is actually a dormant volcano. Dormant means that it is not active. The last time Mount Fuji erupted was in 1707, and there is always the possibility of future eruption. Now, if you check for plagiarism, if you have paraphrased it like what I have done here, you're certainly going to get zero plagiarism in this particular paragraph. Okay, so that is something that you can do. So you should, and this is an art. Paraphrasing is not an easy task. It is an art. The more you practice it, the more you do it, you are certainly going to reduce your plagiarism. Okay.